Okay, here we go.
There you go. I was like, wow, it's almost like there's this thing that feels I've written so many notes I can memorize. The way Dalton's coming on campus, the labs are going to be 30 minutes. I'm so tired. I have all things to say and I'm on duty, so that's why. It's like I have to respond. Like literally, whenever campus came back to me, I'm like, let me put some pants on because I'm really short. Right. But I'm like, I need 2 minutes, and that's why. No. Yes, all day. I was thinking about it. Well, I sent you the video. Oh, so I left my car on the street last night. But I still didn't get a ticket. I'm super happy about it. On 2nd Street, yes. Good punch myself.
These are for people who need extra credit. Speaking. You should be as leaders, like wind up anxious to continue the process. That would be, it is a great tool to get. Not necessarily sweet, but if people
Isaac Baker.
Yes, we got the microphone. We'll focus on Friday.
here.
What do you mean?
So your trip was canceled?
It's like she's like totally. It's pretty.
stuff? Hey, do you guys want a chance to win free stuff? You guys like free stuff? You like free stuff. You're my resident, so you can't run away from me. Welcome. This is World Speech Day. I'm not sure what the process is in this guy here. So it's hot and then so we have to talk about Here's our resident back off. I think it would be a blog there. Welcome. This is our World Speech Day event. It's like a nationwide event. People actually. Today, like every few days, it's like an open forum. You can also write stuff like cards for me before you go.
You don't even need to speak. You can just write down your thoughts on a piece of paper.
Which is super
Stick
cool.
them to the wall.
Whatever direction.
If you want to speak,
That, you know, it's fine. Go Cats.
There's water all over the town.
That's not
Yeah.
Are you still there? Okay. Yeah, I need to go get a
But,
drink.
you know,
All I love is talk about politics.
yeah. And she, apparently they have a lot of these that are like, she said, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think there's more things. But, well, we don't know how many Yeah. Yeah. It's a frozen ground right there.
There are also speeches people
Yeah, it is. Well, I was talking to Chris this morning. I'm like, he thinks they're going to get They're talking about Sandy.
I'll do it.
Y'all get in there all
I was gonna like kick your back and then you know it was like then I wanted to like that like you with my full weight. That's the only time I can get you inside.
Let's see.
you want to express your thoughts.
Yeah.
It's World Speech Day. You can talk.
That was like not that long ago, Rosie.
No, it should be if the grounds keep
If you just want to talk for 10 minutes, we have speeches that you can read off of.
yeah. Well, like right now, there's actually
I'm gonna talk about Avengers after I do my time card.
I'll be right here. Go ahead and open it guys. So we got to put ammo because it's already full.
Hey, what are you doing right now? Hey, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? Okay. Anybody in the student center that's not in our class, this is World Speech Day. It's a day that we celebrate our freedom of speech around the world. We're taking back public speaking and making it a fun time for everybody. So if you want to come say something about one of our topics on our wheel or something that you just got in your head, very well able to do so. If you speak for over a minute, we'll enter you in a raffle so you can win some cool stuff. If you don't feel like verbally saying anything, you can write some stuff down and we'll take that as well. Please come talk for us.
Winners get prizes.
Oh yeah, cool. You can even just come talk. We have speeches here. I had no idea. Neat. Someone named Ursula wrote one. Like the squid. I'm not doing this. I was told to MC, so did Mama, and she made me come. There's no one here. Hello, people in the upper back. Can you guys hear me through the window? Is this actually even on? I sound just like my voice. Okay.
It's on.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna echo. It just sounds like me. Marcus, you want to say some stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you so much, Marcus. That was really good. Hi, everyone. It's World Speech Day. Go Cats. Come speak about whatever you want or come spin our beautiful wheel. We have pre-written speeches. You can write what you want to say, and we can say it for you. You can talk about The Bachelor and the horrific season that this last one was. It was very bad. Very bad. If you speak for a minute, you get thrown in a raffle and you can win cool things. Come talk. Do you guys want to talk? You guys want to say some stuff? It's World Speech Day. It's World Speech Day. You can get some cool prizes.
Come write something down. Share your
Okay.
ideas.
Okay.
Share your freedom of speech.
Taking public speaking back. Why is that Helen's back? No. Oh, I'm looking at the microphone. Knock, knock. Oh my god, you're literally live streaming. Knock, knock. Who's there? Accordion. Accordion to the weather. It's going to be sunny all day. You can come tell jokes. I just told a very funny one. Oh my god. She's one of those two people. Come share your thoughts and ideas. Marcus, did you talk? Marcus talked. He said no. Take the stage, honey.
Hello. Hello. It's World Speech Day. Please come talk to us. We love food, and we love giving away free prizes. Courtney's my hero. Let's talk about this hat for a second. This hat cost me $25. That's a very expensive amount for a hat, but it's really cute. It's Love Your Melon. Support Love Your Melon, 2K19. Go Cats. I will talk again. Don't worry. That's going to be more about the speech.
What did you get? Sarah. I wrote them.
Hey, what up? So, I have this thing, and I believe that hot dogs and hamburgers and like Philly cheesesteaks are just a type of sandwich. Like honestly, like okay, if you like look at the if you look at the lunch menus from back in high school, anytime they had hamburgers, it was like hamburger on a bun. So a hamburger is just like the patty.
We have tacos.
So it's like a hamburger on a bun is like a hamburger sandwich. That's what you're asking for when you ask for a hamburger. Not just like, if you ask for a hamburger, that's just the patty. Like a hamburger sandwich is the official name for it.
That makes so much sense.
And like
How's it going?
a hot dog is another type of sandwich because
You just ask for a hot dog.
it's, yeah, a hot dog would be just the wiener. It's like a hot dog on a bun.
That's some science.
So it's a hot dog on a bun.
What about euros?
You mean gyros? You know what? I was born with an accent. I can say whatever I want. They are also they are a. I'm Mexican. What do I eat? Taco. Which, I mean, if you like, it depends on how you fold it. It could be a sandwich too. A taco could be a sandwich.
Same sort of tortilla.
Like, in lower, you can get like, you can alternate between like a sub and a wrap. A wrap is a type of sandwich. A wrap is a taco form. So it's like, dope. Everything's a sandwich. And like, a side note, no longer about sandwiches, but I think a cereal is just it's a soup. It's a cold soup. That is, was that a minute?
Hop on the mic.
Do you need a certificate for extra credit? If you just need your do you want one?
So, I have an issue that's been burning in my soul for the past 24 hours, 48 hours, last 3 weeks, it doesn't matter. So, there is a grand misconception that's been construed by biologists across the globe. And I need this question answered by everyone. Why are sea lions called sea lions when they're not even closely related to cats? Why are they not called sea wolves when they are clearly part of the canine family? Yes, I do know things about sea lions. Thank you, Courtney.
Good, I know it for me.
So sea lions belong to the same family as canines and wolves. Furthermore, what is the onomatopoeia for the call of the sea lion? Sea lions do not roar. Sea lions do not meow. Sea lions bark. Sea lions are sea wolves. Thank you.
Yo, who watched the Avengers trailer? That was epic. Can I just say that? Avengers Endgame coming out next month. It's amazing. Like I saw the trailer, I geeked out. But at the same time, I just have a giant question. What's gonna happen? Cause like the Avengers, like Thanos just like snapped half of life. Like how are they gonna fix that? Like there's a lot of weird theories out there and like I don't like any of them because like time travel I believe is a very strong deus ex machina that it's hardly ever done right. And that's like the one conclusion I have. Like I hated it, but I think that's how Endgame is gonna deal with time travel. And just overall Marvel in general, it's I don't know what's happening with Marvel. Like they have Endgame, they have Spider-Man, and then they have something else. after that. And then I don't even think they know what they're doing anymore. Like the MCU has grown to be so big, and it's like, how do you end it? You can't. It ends when reviews and people start hating it, and it's not looking like it's stopping. It's like they started this project, and I don't think they have a way to end it. MCU, Marvel, forever. I like potatoes.
You can't get entered in the raffle twice if that's what that was for. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, so noted, you cannot get entered in the raffle twice. Only once.
Oh.
People in the upper gag, can you hear me through this window? Blink twice if you can. Did you blink? Okay.
I don't think they can hear you through the window. Let me try.
To restate for the new people right here that Marcus is heckling, this is World Speech Day. We're celebrating our freedom of speech around the world.
Heck yeah.
If you guys want to come talk about some fun stuff, you can spin the wheel, okay? You can spin the wheel and get a topic, or if you just have something on your mind, you can come talk about that. If you speak for over a minute, you get entered in a raffle, and you can win some cool stuff at that raffle moment. One of the topics is The Bachelor. Let me tell you, that fires me up. I want to hear people talk about it.
Team Cassie all the way. I was Team Cassie from the very beginning. Colton Zamora. Hey guys, how's it going? Okay. I am Team Cassie. Okay, no, actually I'm Team Demi too, because Demi is amazing. Team Demi. Teresa Morales is for Team Demi. Team Demi, all the way. Colton's a moron, though. He's not even that cute, TBH, but it's fine. I'm dying.
It's World Speech Day. Come share your ideas.
Yeah, go eat and then come back. Go eat and come back.
Okay. Public speaking is really fun. It's a good skill to have. You gain a lot from it. And it's fun. It's really fun. Come share your ideas. It's World Speech Day.
Hey guys, come talk. Come say some stuff. Hey, what are you doing? Want to come talk? No, okay. I'm very tired.
Our college is full of introverts, just saying. Okay. Just
Yeah,
saying.
you realize there should be a statistic that Northeastern Nebraskans are the most introverted people on this planet. That's a proven fact. Just happened?
Hello.
I'll just come to you. Anyway. Yes, it is. Oh my God. So.
Okay, well, I was going to talk about bullying, so. Bullying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and you.
Well, I think bullying is something that has gotten a lot worse within the time period that like society has changed, and cyberbullying has become a really big thing lately. And I think we should bring a lot more awareness to it to end bullying. And I think that if we all work together, we can easily try and make it go down. interesting facts about the animals, but I'm gonna do my favorite animal. So my favorite animal is a dolphin because they're super adorable and cute. And it just always looks like they have like a smile on their face and it's adorable. And they can actually act like humans, like when they like wave at their fins. It's adorable to me. I love dolphins so much.
I'm gonna try something. Talk for a minute, you put your name around.
Go do it. Just go out there. No one up there.
You got it.
So everyone's known there's been this lot flooding Nebraska. You got western Nebraska under snow. Eastern Nebraska is just flooding. There's like or 20 towns have been evacuated underwater, and Norfolk is underwater. So as Nebraskans, we can kind of pride ourselves of being very friendly to other people, to all our neighbors, and this is one of those moments we can just come together as a community and help each other out. If it's just a little, even donations. If you go to a town, if you have family or anyone, we can just all donate food, clothes, just anything we can do to help people out. And so recently, Norfolk is out of the evacuation, but still, flooding seems to be stalled for now. But there's still going to be a lot of work ahead of us, and to all come together as a community and just help people out and just be a kind neighbor, essentially. We can just show the rest of the country what Nebraskans are really all about. So I'm sure you guys are annoyed by me by now, but I was inspired by our fellow participant, Brianna, to talk about dolphins. So the world's largest dolphin is actually known as a whale. Killer whales are actually types of dolphins, but recently in the news, there was discovery of a new species of killer whale. Yeah, pretty cool. These type D whales are known specifically for their incredibly small eye patches. So they look normally like killer whales, except like it looks like someone photoshopped their eye spot, which is the white noticeable part right in front of and behind the eye. So it's shrunk down to the size of a triangle, about the size of their eye. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It's only recently been identified by some photos in 1965, but they recently caught a pod off the coast of New Zealand. So yeah, it's very cool. Yeah. Biology, marine biology. Okay.
Is that mom and dad?
gosh, we have some really cool speeches up here that are already like written, and you can just say that. And what are you doing? Oh, no, okay. And just practice your public speaking. Hi guys. Do you wanna express your opinions? Okay. Okay. We'll be here until 2. Hi, gals. Do you want to speak your mind? You can write your mind too. Like 10 seconds. Like 10 seconds. Write whatever you want to write.
You have to write. I can't do this by myself.
Right there. Okay.
You don't know how to write? Oh, okay. I think you should.
I don't know how to write. That's terrible.
I know. Yeah, you got for sure.
It's World Speech Day.
That is so adorable. OMG, I love that.
Come talk about anything. We're here from 11 to 2. This is really tall. Like, I'm not very tall.
Okay. That's super good. Hey, you guys want to say some stuff? Ew. If you don't want to say anything, you can write some stuff. You can enter the rest. Okay.
I spun the wheel, and I got music. Music is really awesome. I really like Cardi B right now. She's cool. Khalid is awesome too. That new song, Talk, is awesome. Yep. Come spin the wheel and talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm not gonna like any of these guys. What? Just act natural. So yeah. I already did. I talked about how music was really cool, and I really like the song Talk by Khalid, and Ariana Grande is pretty cool too. Thank you so much. What? Yeah, Adam did a face mask last night.
And then I fell asleep in it.
And then fell asleep in it, and it was all over his face this morning. And we thought it like snowed on him or something. I don't know.
Because I'm a blessed mess, that's why.
Blessed mess. Whatever that means. We're doing a giveaway in 5 minutes, so if you want to come talk and get into that giveaway.
300 seconds.
Come talk for at least a minute if you want to be in that giveaway. We got some really cool stuff.
Excuse me, sir, you can come talk for a minute if you want. About anything you like.
Jason Barrelman, come speak. We would love to hear your voice. Come talk about how amazing you are at your job. And how last winter, I saved you from scooping your snow twice. You can talk about that. You can talk about that. Darn. Actually, we come see your dogs. Your dogs are adorable. Jason Barrelman's dogs are the cutest, don't at me. Sorry. Cutest dogs. Hello, welcome. So this is our World Speech Day event. It is a worldwide event. We can promote free speech. Come talk. You can write stuff down too, and there's a raffle. You can get free stuff. No? Okay. Thank you for participating. Hi guys. How you doing? Wait, where's the camera? Where's the camera?
It's over here. It's over here. See?
Oh, hi. What is going on? I'm looking for the live feed. Where's it at? Yeah. Smith. What am I talking about? The funniest thing I heard this week was that I left my face mask on while I fell asleep last night. That's the funniest thing I heard, because I woke up and my friend was like, you still have your face mask on. And I was like, I didn't know that. Go Cats. Okay. Let's talk about The Bachelor. Dame, you want to talk?
No, I have to turn off paper, eat, and then go to
Okay. Our future president, everybody. Our future president, ladies and gentlemen.
As future president,
That's a mood. The same. Okay. What are we talking about? Wait, whose live Facebook is this? Who's?
Guys, it's time to draw.
Oh.
College cheating scandal.
The college cheating scandal. Here you go.
So, to get into prestigious colleges, obviously you have to do well. I don't know about you guys, but my parents didn't help me writing essays, and they sure as heck did not turn around and pay $500,000 for me to get into Stanford. I did it on my own, ended up at Wayne State, love Wayne State. I wouldn't have gone anywhere else, even if they wanted me to. Cheating obviously gets you nowhere. You lose your job, bad things happen, so don't do it. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so we just did our first raffle. And who's the, wait, give me, oh, Jacob won, so that's cool. Yay, Jacob, clap for Jacob. Hey, you wanna come say some stuff? Okay. Okay, so this is World Speech Day again. We're celebrating our freedom of speech right around the world.
Fair enough.
You can come talk into the microphone from one of our topics. Oh yeah, sure, what's it say? I'm gonna talk now, I guess.
the most scared you have ever been.
Oh, so this happened recently. So we were in Sioux City, me and Mom, and some of our we're related to. And
He's my favorite nurse.
We were in the car. We were in the car, and some guy was like, didn't stop at a T intersection, and he like almost ran into us. So we were scared. So then we maybe gave him like the finger. And so then we thought it was all said and done. We pulled up to a stoplight, and he pulled up next to us and started like yelling at us through the window. And I thought it was fine. I had like a fight mechanism, so I was like, why are you yelling at us? You cut us off, blah, blah, blah. Well, then Maureen decided to tell me, what if he has a gun? And what if he wants to kill us? So then he like went into a parking lot, flipped around, and started following us some more. So I actually thought he was gonna come shoot us, and I've never been more scared in my life. That was it.
And now that we think about it, I think he was explaining why he did what he
Yeah, he was actually just saying sorry. So, yeah. Anybody else want to? Sarah, come talk. Yeah, spin the wheel. Sarah, everybody.
Food. Oh, okay. Well, I love food. Food is a necessity to live. I love pasta though. I eat pasta like 4 times a week, which is so unhealthy. But I eat the fettuccine, the Alfredo. You know, I just love pasta. Pasta. That's the best joke out there about pasta. My favorite pasta would be like the little bow tie pasta. You don't have to eat with like a white sauce, you know. I made homemade mac and cheese a couple weeks ago. It was really good. We had a lot of crusty stuff on top. Love the crunch. That is pasta.
You tried.
You get extra credit.
Hello. Okay, what do we got? We're ready for this. I hate history.
Favorite TV show?
Grey's Anatomy. Let's talk about that for a second, shall we? Meredith Grey is my hero. I love Grey's Anatomy. Wanted to be a doctor, wasn't smart enough for it, so I'm here. Let me think. Second. Oh, also Riverdale. Anyone watch Riverdale? Riverdale? Heck yeah. Yeah, I know. R.I.P. Luke Perry. That's so sad. Hello. What else is a good TV show? The Good Doctor. You ever seen The Good Doctor? That's a good one. Yeah. What's your guys' favorite TV shows? Come on, let's go. Vampire Diaries? I want to get into that. Who's calling me? Who's calling? Grey's Anatomy needs to end at some point though, because, yeah, anyway. Hey Zach, wanna come talk? It's World Speech Day. You can write something down too. Write down something funny. You're a jokester. Write down something funny. Oh no, okay. Okay. What was that? I don't even know what happened. Doctor, we're trying. What? We have the most introverted campus in Nebraska. Deb's gonna talk. Go for it.
Oh, no, you don't need to come out. But, again, I'm just so proud of the students.
With the camera, don't stand in front of the camera.
Thank you so much. Win some prizes. No, I am so proud of the students. Thank you for celebrating World Com Day. Fantastic. And thank you, Dr. Morales, for your leadership. I don't think she heard me. Anyway, thank you. This is such a great event. It's exciting.
Favorite TV show?
Yes.
It's right. Go talk to the microphone.
Here we go. Thank you, everyone.
Hey,
Dad.
Do I just talk to all of you guys? Or
Yeah.
My favorite TV show is Shameless or The Walking Dead.
Ooh. Two very different shows. I love it.
Yes. I really like Shameless because of like the way like they all like work together and like sometimes they don't work together and it's just kind of, but like at the end of the day like they're still like one. And that was nice. And The Walking Dead is just, it's kind of creepy and I like that.
I love it.
I don't know yet.
You want a different topic
I
too?
stopped watching like on season 7 maybe. After Glenn died. I was so sad. Okay.
Hollywood Scandal.
A Hollywood Scandal. I don't know if this is in Hollywood, but the Khloe Kardashian and Jordan Woods and Tristan Thompson.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. But yeah. I don't know what exactly happened. I'm like, but Khloe is with Tristan Thompson, and Tristan cheated on her with Jordan Woods. But Jordan said that they didn't do anything but kiss, but that's not what everybody wants. Yeah.
Don't be doing that. Okay, perfect.
Yay! Okay, so I thought I'd come up and talk about some upcoming events on campus. So we have, hey guys, shh. So we have Communication Day, held from, like, by a while. Stop taking pictures, don't take pictures of me. Thank you. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, so Communication Day, thank you, is on the 19th, and it'll be held in the Elkhorn Room from 3 to 5:30. And it's a panel of people from around Wayne who are going to talk about crisis communications. It'll be really fun. Please come to that. And then also we have the Jesse McCartney concert this Sunday at, what is the time? Doors open at 6:30 in Rice. And I think he goes on at 9. Yeah, he goes on at 9. Yeah, but I don't know the opening act, so it's fine. Yeah, and then the drag show is on the 20th, and that's always like the best event on campus. Yeah, March 20th. We've put up posters, that's what they said too. But yeah, the drag show is on the 20th of March, and I think doors open at 7. But there is a panel that happens earlier in the day with some of the performers, and you can go and ask questions, and it's probably my favorite event that happens on campus. I think everybody should go. So that's just some upcoming stuff. Once again, where are you going? This is World Speech Day. We're celebrating our right to free speech. We're, talking about some fun topics. If you talk for more than a minute, we'll put you in a raffle, and you can win some cool stuff. We've already done one raffle, and what's that guy's name? Jacob? Jacob won, so that was cool. Yeah. Anybody else want to say anything? No? Okay. I'm just gonna stand up here. I'm gonna look at some of these then.
Shall I spin?
Yeah, spin. I hope I don't get sports. Is it sports? I don't know.
You ready? TV shows.
My fondest memory. Oh! Me and my family went to, so my little sister does this thing where if she has something going on at school, she for some reason makes herself sick for no reason. And so she missed a school field trip to an apple orchard one time. And so then me and my family decided we were going to take her to that apple orchard after the field trip had happened. So the next day we went to this apple orchard, and we took my grandma Susie, who usually everybody is really stressed about because she's kind of stressful. And it was actually the best day ever. We went and we looked at some apples, and we did a little hike trail thing. And then we went and saw an old town. How are you guys doing? We went and saw an old town that had an underground railroad area. I don't know, it was cool, it was underground. And then we went and ate at this horrible hotel, but it was the most fun I've ever had, and that's my fondest memory. Cool, thank you. This is just cool. Dr. Morales, do you want to say anything? Okay, we're here till 2. We're here till 2, everybody. Hey, they said yay. Hey, what are you guys doing? Did you guys just get done eating? That's so exciting. Okay, so this is World Speech Day. We're celebrating our right to free speech, and we're doing some fun public speaking. So if you come and spin our wheel, and you'll get a topic, and you can talk about that, or you can just talk about anything that's on your mind. If you don't feel like verbally speaking, you can come write some stuff down, and we'll post it. I think you guys should do it. It's so fun. I mean, it's not like your audience is going to judge you. We've been talking about crazy stuff. Why is everybody talking over me? Oh, we also have these speeches, so you can just read this. And if you speak for over a minute, we're not actually timing anybody, I don't think. But if you speak for like a normal amount of time, we'll enter you in a raffle and you can win some really cool stuff.
And you can have a certificate with your name on it.
A certificate. Yeah. Come do it. You'll have so much fun.
Yay!
Cool.
What's your name?
This is Darian, everybody. She's going to talk.
Well ready.
I got what makes me unique. Okay, so I have 10 piercings and 8 tattoos. So, I have like my
my theme is floral, so I have like all floral tattoos except for I have a chemical makeup on my right wrist and then a semicolon on my left. Chemical makeup is serotonin because I suffer from severe depression, and so like serotonin, like, yeah. And then I have my semicolon because I'm a suicide survivor. Thank you. Yeah, it's super cute. It's actually my first tattoo I ever got. But then I have I have 8 of them, and I really want more. My newest one was my foot tattoo. That took 3 hours, and it's the worst pain I've ever been through. It was horrible. It is because like all the nerves in the top of your foot. Yeah, mine was like twitchy. It was so bad. No, but I don't know. I just really like tattoos. I have the lungs for my mom because she had breast cancer, and she's stage 3 right now. I know, I have her as a professor. But no, my mom has stage 2 breast cancer, and so I got the lungs for her, and then I am in the process of getting a knife tattoo that says the daughter of a fighter, and it's got like boxing gloves and like a breast cancer symbol. She's wonderful. She's a wonderful human being. Bet I'm done.
Would you guys like to come up and speak? You can spin the wheel or just talk about whatever you want.
For 1 minute?
Yeah, just spin the wheel.
The Bachelor, I'll talk about that.
Yeah, just come up. Come and talk about The Bachelor.
I don't really know.
Just pick whatever one you want. If you see what you like, just talk about it.
Hey, Jamie, you should talk.
So I guess I'm supposed to talk about The Bachelor. I didn't really watch the whole season of The Bachelor. I didn't start watching it until my RA had a social and she made me go watch it. So I watched like the last 3 episodes. It was alright. I thought there'd be a little more drama in there, so I thought I'd care for her more, but you know, it was okay. I did see when he jumped the fence and I was like, dang. I did think that Cassie at first was like kind of the B word when she left the show. I was kind of like, that's rude. Why would you play with his feelings that much, you know? But then when he said no to the other 2, I was like, okay, Cassie's got to come back. And then I had to record the final because I was busy, so then when I finally saw it, and then Cassie's acting like good. I felt so bad for Colton because, you know, he was a Fifi, but I was really happy that, you know, they came together. And then that night afterwards, I went on Instagram and saw their post, and I made sure I liked both their posts on Instagram. They're a good couple, you know. Let's do it again last, I think. It's pretty solid. Colton's happy, Cassie's happy. Let's see what the next few months does with who's the Bachelor, Hannah B, right? Yeah! I may have to watch some of The Bachelorette, maybe not. I don't know, I'll see. She wasn't my favorite, I didn't really see her that much. Alright, that's one of those you don't want to know about The Bachelor.
No, it's like
Denny, she was hot.
See you later.
What was your name?
Eric.
What is that, Eric? Eric? Okay, Eric. Everybody.
Eric Parsons, everybody.
Anybody who hasn't spoke, you want to come speak? Am I doing this again? Okay. Well, I'm just emceeing. I'm trying to. I don't want to talk about it. I wish people in the upper gag. Hi, people in the upper gag. Come talk to us when you're done. Come down here when you're done. When you're done eating, come down here.
Cool animal facts.
Cool animal facts. Oh, the male seahorses are the ones that have the babies.
you seen them have they crazy?
Yeah, they look like they're throwing up out of their like little holes. Okay, so Eric just spoke and that was really cool. Anybody else want to come talk? Corey, come talk. Okay.
Hello, gentlemen. Would you like to come up and spin our wheel and talk? You could win a prize. Who doesn't love winning prizes? Come on, be adventurous. Don't be lame. At least it's about fun topics. You could win some stuff. Brooklyn, do you want to speak? Yeah, Brooklyn. Come talk. Please. Can you write something and put it on the wall? Or you could write something on the wall. Hey, would you guys like to come spin the wheel? Yeah, I think you do. I think you want to.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
What's your best college memory? How about that? Talk about that.
So you need a hat or something.
It's that time back again.
It is.
Hello. Hi, I'm Pearson. My fondest memory at Wayne State College was when Hunter Logeman and Jorge Adame decided they wanted to jump into the Willow Bowl while it was flooded, and it's quite exciting. They weren't completely naked, but they were close. I don't know. They just said it was really cold, and yeah, they just wanted to do it. It was pretty cool. I got a video on Snapchat, so it was worth it.
I'm probably gonna be out with you.
you like to come spin our wheel?
Well, Anthony's going to talk right now. Hurry, Anthony's going to talk.
Okay, so the topic I got from spinning the wheel was the most scared I've ever been. Hard thing to think of, but I came up with one. The most scared I've ever been was about 2 years ago. My little sister, who was then about 7 years old, she started having, I think they call them night terrors, where she'd wake up in the middle of the night screaming, sleepwalking, no one thing, but she couldn't like talk to anybody. She was just frightened and running around the house. So I'm sitting there, and it had been about her third or fourth one I had witnessed, and my mom and I are sitting on the couch. She comes into the living room screaming. We had kind of learned just not to say anything to her, just to let it happen, and to let her go back to bed. Well, she goes over against the wall near our TV where our outlets are, and keeps smacking her head repeatedly against the wall. And I am a Christian man. I'm scared of movies like The Conjuring and other like demonic movies. So I start thinking of like the worst case scenario, she's possessed. It's not just a normal night terror. So she keeps smacking her head against the wall. My mom takes a pillow over there and puts it up, and we're trying to wake her up at this point because we think that would be better than her hurting herself. She then proceeds to take off her, at the time she was wearing like pajama pants, and uses the restroom on the outlet, so smoke starts rising and our fire alarms are going off. My mom's unplugging everything, thinking like the outlets are going to catch fire. She's still screaming and smacking her head on the wall. So I did the most heroic thing possible and left. I walked out of the house, got in my car, and I think I went to McDonald's or Subway. One of them was still open. It was like 10 o'clock. I was not dealing with that. My mom said it was fine, but I was frightened. So I left the house, and that was probably the best way to avoid the situation. So, most scared of it.
Okay, I'm going to talk about my fondest college memory. But I am from Arizona, and my first year here at Wayne, I didn't know we had tornadoes. So when the tornado siren went off, I screamed and told my roommate that a hurricane was coming. And she said, "You're in the wrong state."
You guys can come talk. We're doing World Speech Day here. We got a mic. We have speeches that you can just come talk about. Just talk for 20 minutes if you want to. We got sticky notes. You can write down your thoughts. We'll put it to the wall back here. No? All right.
That was good, Paul. That was good, Paul. I'll pass. Hi, what are you doing? I wish this could turn up.
Did I? Yeah. My bad.
Okay. Hi, people that just got done eating, or are you going to eat? Going to eat. When you're done eating, come back up. We're doing World Speech Day. We want you to say some stuff. You'll have so much fun. You can win cool things. Hi, you guys want to talk? Have a camera over here. You want to write some stuff down and we'll hang it up? You don't even have to verbally say anything to it. Yeah, write down your thoughts. It's for World Speech Day, so we're celebrating our...
It's World Speech Day.
And, you can spin the wheel and pick a topic and write about that, or just anything that's on your mind. Yeah. You ladies too, come do it. Just write it. Just write it down. You got it. You got it. Come talk about it. Come do it. Come do it. It's okay. Look, this is your audience. Like, literally, this is it. Come do it. Come do it. We're talking about the tornado. It's okay. Let's do it.
Okay, so once I was in a tornado. I was 8 years old. Our whole family was camping, and in the middle of the night, they're like, "You guys gotta get up!" And then so we did, and my legs quit touching the ground, and the rain really hurt. Yeah, and then my dad and my little sister were stuck in there for a while, and we got really scared. But they're out and we're all good. Oh, good. So that's the story.
That sounds terrifying. Corey's talking to somebody. Hey, are you guys going to eat? When you're done eating, come back down. I want to talk to you. This is World Speech Day. We're celebrating our right to free speech. We're doing some really fun public speaking, so you can come and spin our wheel, pick a topic. Everybody just keeps spinning the wheel until they get the topic that they want, so that's okay. And then you talk about it, anything that's on your mind. If you don't want to verbally say anything, I'm talking to nobody, everybody knows this. If you don't want to verbally say anything, you can write some stuff down and we will hang it up on our really cool backdrop back here. I've spoken a million times. We've pretty much had a lot of people say some stuff. I encourage everybody to come talk. Shelby, you want to say some stuff? Okay, you want to write some stuff down? Okay. I tried. Everybody in the upper gap, can you hear me?
I've got a different story.
All right, it's worth a try. Hey, are you done eating? You done eating? Come here.
Is it related to philosophy?
No.
Okay.
What's your name? Drew. So this is World Speech Day. We're celebrating our right to free speech, and we're doing some really fun public speaking. You can spin our wheel, and if you come up here and talk for a minute, we'll put you in a raffle, and you can win some really cool stuff. If you don't want to verbally say anything, you can write some stuff down, and we'll hang it up back here, but I think you should verbally say something.
That's weird.
And if you don't want to say anything on the wheel, you can just talk about stuff on your mind. Yeah, spin the wheel.
Yeah, they're recording.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can hear every conversation they're having.
Ladies, when you're done eating, come back down.
Have fun working. Yeah, I know.
You can write it down or you can come talk about it. I think you should come talk about it. Yeah. Come talk about it. I'm gonna write it down. Drew it. Okay, we're gonna do another drawing for the raffle. How many names are in there?
Focus on Friday?
How are you guys done eating? You are? Come here. It's World Speech Day. Come here. It's so much fun. Okay. Okay. Who won? Brianna won, everybody. Yay, Hi, when you're done eating, come back up. Are you gonna go eat? Oh, cool. Okay, so before you get something to go, this is World Speech Day. We're celebrating our right to free speech and we're doing some fun public speaking. So if you want to, you can spin our wheel, get a topic, and then come talk about it. If you talk for a minute, we'll enter you in a raffle and you can win these cool prizes. Or if you don't want to verbally say anything, you can go write it down and we'll hang it up for you. You gonna spin? I'm excited. Pop culture, come on, pop culture. You want to write it down? You can write it down. Okay, she's going to write it down. Zach, you want to come say some stuff? Yeah, I know. Hey, when you guys are done eating, come back down. It's so
I might get stuck here and move stuff.
Yeah, you're
Card.
I am yelling. Or spin the wheel for yourself.
Good morning. Wait, it's afternoon yet? It's afternoon. Good afternoon. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hey, how are you?
This is so... Hey, Marcus. What you doing, bud? Hi. Or you can put it on the wall. Shout out to Dr. Morales. Go Cats. We're gonna talk.
Or just choose one. Yeah. It's Friday.
It's Omelet Fridays, yeah. Omelet Fridays. Omelet Fridays. I could stash the breakfast food right now.
Hi, do you want to come talk and possibly win a prize? We even have a wheel if you want to talk if you want to. And then you can have a name on a certificate. Questions about history.
What's your favorite topic about history?
Well, my favorite topic. Wait, is this on? Is this okay? Okay. I'm not used to being so close to the mic. All right. Well, my favorite topic in history would have to be the Victorian era because it's one of the weirder moments in history. I don't know. I just like learning about really weird stuff in history, like weird cultures. Like swear words in the Victorian era were like leg and pants. Does anyone have another question about history?
What else is weird about history?
What else is weird about history? The fact that people were willing to basically kill themselves for fashion, especially like in the Georgian era when they would use lead paint and wear fruit in their hair for fashion. Yeah, I don't think you should wear lead paint though. It's gonna give you blisters and then you're gonna die. But like totally wear fruit in your hair if you want to. Isaac, do you have a question about history? I'm not a history major, so I don't know everything, but like, huh? Oh, I was like, I don't know where Nathan is. Next question. Isaac, do you have a question? Come on, think fast. Spit a question out. 3, 2, 1. Pressure, pressure. Peer pressure.
Tell me about
What? I already said Victorian era. Next question.
What's your second favorite?
Well, the Tudor era is pretty fun to learn about. I would never want to live in the Tudor era nor the Victorian era. I'm perfectly fine the way I am here because if I lived in either of those eras, I would die immediately of like cholera or the plague. Yeah, and also just hygiene was the worst, especially like in the Tudor area. People would literally just like throw shit and piss on the streets. It was disgusting. Sorry to bring this up right around lunchtime, but history. Anyone else have a question? All right, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Go Cats.
Hey, are these still sticking or they're expired? They will know. Yeah.
Anybody? Hey, what are you guys doing? You gonna go eat? When you're done eating, come back up. I want to talk to you. Okay? Hey, giant roach. Hey guys, what are you doing? You're gonna go eat? Okay, before you go eat, come here. You guys too. Why are you assuming you're boys? Come on. Whatever. Anyway, women are great. So this is World Speech Day. We're celebrating our right to free speech and we're doing some fun public speaking. If you don't want to verbally say anything, you can write some stuff down, literally anything that you want to talk about. Or you can spin our wheel, get a topic, and come up here and talk about it. If you talk for a minute, we'll enter you in a raffle and you can win these cool prizes. I think you guys should do it. Whether right, either right, or come up and say something. Do it. It's so much fun. No, not if you write, but only if you talk. But you should still write. You should still write if you want. You want to spin and do it? Yay!
Yeah, or you should write your ideas down and just stick them.
You're a drama major? So are all. Ew. Hey, what are you guys doing? You guys play football, right? You want to talk about football? Hey, we'll see in English. Okay, cool.
My favorite TV show is Shameless. The season 9 is coming out on Netflix, and I'm very excited because even though it's a very dirty show, it is hilarious. I'm really sad that Fiona is leaving after this season, and I really like Carl. He's my favorite character. In the beginning, he started off a little weak, but his character got really strong after he went to jail. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this for anyone.
Oh, that's okay.
I know it's sad to say, but I'm glad that their mom is no longer in the show because I did not like her. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Thank you.
Talk about what we'll do.
You want me to read one of these speeches?
Yes.
I want to thank the Mills College class of '83. I was not alive. I wasn't alive. Okay. We're going to do John F. Kennedy, the inaugural address. We observe today not victory of party, but celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you an almighty God in the same solemn oath for forebears, prescribed nearly a century and 3/4 ago. It does not matter what you guys talk about, even if you weren't there. Come talk and become a good public speaker. I read the first paragraph. Read the whole thing. Hey, come talk, guys. We have World Speech Day. You can win a prize, spin the wheel. We're promoting freedom of speech. Yeah. Please, we have ideas right here. Or you can write it down. Take like 10 seconds. Yes. You can either speak or you can. Hey, do you guys want to come talk? You can come talk about anything you want. Whatever you want. Yeah, dude. Go ahead. Guy with the runs a thing. Come talk. You want to come talk about? You come talk about whatever you want. It's World Speech Day. Just get your voice heard. It's unexpected voices. Okay, we'll come back. We're here until 2. You can talk about anything you want. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're welcome to talk. Any voice matters. You're welcome. Guy with the poster. Look.
Anyone else love politics as much as I do?
No.
guys, it's World Speech Day today. Come talk about any topic you would like freely. We have a really fun wheel. Hey you. No.
You want to come talk? Oh, it'll be so fun.
You just got rejected.
I know, I was like, oh. Hi guys, do you guys want to come talk about anything ever?
No.
Okay, maybe after lunch. Sounds good. See you then. Sounds good.
Dr. Morales?
Guys, come spin a really fun wheel and come talk about anything, or come write your ideas down and put it on our pretty World Speech Day backdrop.
It's World Speech Day.
Guys, come share your ideas. Or you can write your ideas too. It takes like 10 seconds. You'll talk? Awesome! Spin your... Okay, we have 2 people. This is cool.
Yeah, this is pretty loud. All right, story time. When I was 5, I was with my mom at a drive-thru of a bank, and she asked me to get the checkbook out of her purse, so I did. But I found a tube of lipstick, and I thought it was one of those push pops. So I ate it, and it was the most disgusting thing in my life. And I realized when I was like, and I'm like spitting it in my hand, and it's super like red, and I'm smearing everywhere, just like lipstick out of my mouth. And the teller in the drive-thru started screaming because she thought I was like vomiting blood, and my mom started screaming, and it was the most chaotic time ever. It was crazy. So. No, my mom explained everything, but still, it was the worst.
Okay, you can set up the raffle.
Wait, can we clap?
Wait, we had a birthday. Where'd you go?
She left, her friends got her out of it. How sad.
Those are unsupported friends.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey guys, it's World Speech Day. Come express your ideas freely. We're here till 2. We have a really fun, pretty wheel with lots of fun topics. Or you can write your ideas down too. I'm eating chips because I'm... Hi gals. How you doing? So you guys just want to spin the wheel and talk about whatever. Or you can write it down too. Takes like 2 seconds. He talked about The Bachelor. It was awesome.
Are you guys Team Cassie or Team Debbie? You're Team Cassie.
What did that do?
Sure.
Write down your ideas or thoughts or whatever.
I need a shot now.
I'm here at Math Club, and if anybody wants a cupcake or a cookie, they're $1.50 So, Math Club's for 5 days, so 5 cupcakes. They're really yummy.
P.S. Before the next person gets up here, there is a camera right there that's recording this, so if you can just not stand in the way of that, that'd be great. Okay. Also, yeah, look at it. Don't talk this way or this way. Look that way. Look forward. I don't know. You guys writing some stuff down? Cool. Hey, some talk. You already spoke. You can speak again, though, if you'd like.
Well, that's okay. It's still a little bit in my soul. No, that's fine.
This is really tough. Oh, we were talking about dolphins, and this might be an appropriate one. The funniest thing I heard this week. What's the funniest thing I heard this week? I'm asking my roommate. So we were looking at this. picture, and my roommate was like, look at this picture, and I was like, okay. And she was like, doesn't he look like an eraser? And then she pulled up an eraser, and he didn't look like it. It was really funny. What? My best friend, sorry, she just got super salty because I called her my roommate. But she's also my roommate, so like, you know? Hi guys! World Speech Day. Come share your ideas. Come spin the wheel. Eric's gonna talk again. Go on, Eric! Eric! Spin the wheel again. Dog. Yeah, cool. Dog. Oh, I rolled speech. Eric's gonna talk again.
Okay, so this time I want to talk to you guys about why bows are better than beads. You guys hear me? We're sticking to flying bows. The company bows are better than beads. Are you sure? Are you gonna talk? Okay, so I'm gonna start off by saying that bows are better than beads.
Hello?
Okay, so first we can talk about comparing. That's fine. Oh, okay, that's fine. Thank you. All right, so first off, let's talk about why one reason that bows better than beats is beats don't have an app that you can use on your phone that lets you connect to all your devices and have them in one spot. Also with bows, since they have an app, you can connect two of them together at once, and you're able to play. Say you had a pair of Bose Sound Sports and a pair of Bose QC35s, you could play the music on both of them, and both of you guys could be listening to the same music together. You can't do that with a pair of Beats. Also with Bose, all Bose come with at least a 1-year warranty with all of their products, so if anything happens to them, you can send them back to Bose, and they'll send them back to you a brand new pair for free. You don't get that with Beats. As well, with Bose, they have way better sound canceling because they have 3 different modes for sound cancellation: off, middle, and high. Beats only has 1, so that will drain your battery and it's not quite as good. You can go watch on YouTube and see that the QC35s are better than the Beats Solos. Next, you can't have any Beats where if you lose your headphones, you're able to track them. With the Bose Sound Sport Freeze, if you lose your earbuds, you can use the Track My Earbuds mode and you're able to find them. Also, Beats are more friendly with iPhones only, while Bose connect easily with computers, laptops, Pixels, Android devices, and iPhones as well. So that's my reasoning why Bose are better than
Friday
Beats.
through Monday.
We could talk for hours. It's their topic.
Hi guys, it's World Speech Day. Come share your ideas. This is always so tall. I am not tall. Or come write it down and post it on our Pretty World Speech Day backdrop thing. Some speeches up here. Not very long though. No cats.
I do need to go back to the I don't think I'm going to need it, so.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
I feel like I'm on American Idol.
What does it say? My favorite thing. My favorite. I absolutely love tacos. I don't know if you guys have been to Fiesta Brava. They have the best steak tacos, but I really don't know. I can't say, oh my gosh, the taco truck is open again. I dreamt about eating a taco because I was that excited about the taco truck reopening. I think they're open today, in case you guys are wondering. It's over by O'Reilly's. And I can't tell you how much they are, it's been too long. But definitely go to the taco truck and get some tacos. If not, go to Fiesta and get margs and tacos. I got food, Morales. What do you want from me? I also love pizza. You don't get a figure like this without pizza and tacos. It just happens. Taco pizza. Oh my gosh. It's just mixing my two favorite foods. Hey, if you guys want to come talk, it's World Speech Day, whatever you want. I've been talking about taco pizza. You sure? You can win a prize. I'm done talking.
Sorry, I got it.
Okay. Somebody else's turn.
Hi guys, so we have some really cool upcoming events coming up. On Tuesday the 19th, Tuesday the 19th we have Comm Day and we're going to talk about crisis communication. That's cool. We have a fun panel of different people from the community and they're going to come talk about that. Jessie McCartney is coming on March 17th, St. Patty's Day. Doors open at 6:30. He goes on at 9. The opening act is going to go on for like 2 hours. I don't know. Whatever. And then on the 20th is the drag show. So fun. I have no idea when doors open for that. I think it's at 7. Yeah, those are just some upcoming events. If anyone else has any upcoming events they want to talk about that I don't know about.
And I'm like crying in the front seat.
No, okay. Sounds good.
No worries. It's the most prominent story or like memory that I had as a kid. What?
Morales will be back.
It's World Speech Day. Come speak about your opinion. Ooh, campus thoughts. Campus thoughts out here. Yeah, well, I think there should be better security, first off, around certain places, and better lighting down by Nightheart on Elm, because that is dark when you walk down there. Things there. Parking, there needs to be a lot more parking on campus. A lot of people end up in lot 4, is that? No. I don't know, one past lot 10 is sometimes people have to go there. They should get better parking on campus. taking a picture with me? Oh, thank you. What else should I talk about? Hey guys, it's World Speech Day. Come share your opinion. Talk about anything you want. Freedom of speech, guys. Come express your opinions.
I need an audience. I'm going to talk about
Let's talk about dolphins again. Dolphins are the best animal ever. You can come talk about anything you want. Please stop it. Spreading love and kindness is one of the most important things you can ever do in this world. That's what I definitely spreading love is definitely a good thing. To show others that you care. And kindness is just always a good act of kindness that you can give. One small act of kindness can spread a lot of positivity. You want to talk?
Hi guys, if you want to come talk, awesome, love it. However, there is a camera right there. Right there. Yeah, so, move over so you don't block the camera. Okay, cool.
Good afternoon. So where's the party tonight? Where's the party? Where's the camera? Okay. Is the party at Logan Street tonight? Everybody go to Logan?
Get broke now.
I would like to talk about how smoking cigarettes are good for you. Smoking cigarettes can decrease your anxiety. You should be able to smoke in restaurants still, especially bars. Hold on, I'm not done. They have been smoking in restaurants for a really long time. I believe you should be able to smoke in a bar or a classroom, just be able to light up a cigarette whenever you would like, because there's so many other chemicals in the air. What does it matter if there's more? If anyone disagrees with this, please come tell me why.
So my roommate is actually allergic to nicotine, and if she smells even a faint scent of it, she can't breathe. There's a whole bunch of people that are really allergic to the products and everything inside of cigarettes. I'm talking to you. Smoking cigarettes has so many bad effects on you. You shouldn't really smoke them because it can give you lung cancer. It's got so many negative effects. There are some positives, but what is it worth getting addicted to?
McDonald's has all-day breakfast. Offer valid on Egg McMuffin and Sausage McMuffin with egg on this paper. talk about the wall and how I think it is absolutely stupid that we are building a wall. A wall is not going to stop people from throwing a ladder up, digging tunnels. There was literally an abandoned KFC with an underground tunnel with illegal immigrants coming in. Is a wall going to stop that? People will literally build a catapult. I don't know, but a wall is not going to stop anybody. The Great Wall of China, that didn't end well, did it? Nope. Anyone else have any strong opinions and feelings about, facts, not I feel or I think, about the wall? Morales, come on up here. Come on. Morales, come over here. Morales, you cannot say a statement and not be on the microphone. Come on, Morales, let's go.
Yeah, Dr. Morales.
No, it's Morales' turn. She's coming up here. Okay.
Courtney has made a claim saying that walls are not effective in keeping people from crossing the border. Doors are only effective if people recognize that it's meant to keep people out and certain people in. There's my husband coming into, wow, I don't know.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Just start rolling. Walls are necessary for good neighbors. In England, jolly merry old England, that they created the little hedgerows all over the country in order to differentiate between plots of land. And they always said a good fence creates a good neighbor. What those are is a means to delineate boundaries in order to control the flow of populations. We like to control the flow of populations simply because it's good to know who belongs here and who doesn't belong here, who is here and who should not be here. Yes, we can throw a ladder, but it needs to be difficult. It needs to be a really tall ladder, and it needs to be so tall that the drop to the bottom on the other side where there's not a ladder really hurts. Nobody's listening, and I'm saying really controversial things. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Listen. There can be a wall, there can be laws, and let's say that. How many people do we have? We have an over amount of prison population, because who follows the laws exactly? If you build a wall, is someone really going to listen? We have laws that people don't even listen to. So, statement made. Overpopulation in all our prison systems. Cited by Google. Time for a drawing for a prize. All right. Marissa L-A-U. Marissa Lau. Anthony Workman. Anthony Workman, come pick your prize. Anthony Workman. Do you want to talk?
Don't do me like that again. I would like to make a claim. Wayne State College students are rude. You guys need to say excuse me. No cutting in line in the cafeteria. Okay, you don't have to stare at me all the time. Yeah, I'm a minority in Wayne. I'm here.
to stay, graduating 2020. I'll be out. There's more coming after me. We're here. You know, good to know.
We are in the Midwest, and we always say, oops, excuse me, So I don't know really who he's walking by, because I've never encountered that. But I do want to say something about the students here at Wayne State College. Eye contact makes them uncomfortable. I just be walking around, staring at people, and they're like, Chris? Where's Chris? Chris, come here! Here! Come up here! Can you even hear me? No, not anymore. Chris, come here. Come here. Come here, World Speech Day. You need to come talk about whatever you want. Or you can spin the wheel.
Let's do that.
If you talk for a minute or more, you can enter the drawing and get a certificate with your name on it.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on a roll with me.
Yeah. No, it's World Speech Day. Morales might not like it, but it's World Speech Day, so it's okay. Hold on. He's gonna go real quick, and then you're gonna go.
Travis Scott sucks.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay. The most scared I have ever been, hands down. Well, it was in high school. Actually, it was right after I graduated high school. The night of my graduation party, actually, I got an MIP. I went to a party, and actually, I got an MIP. My little sister was there too. We've been partying together. Anyways, I was over 18, so that night I went home with a buddy, and my parents had to come pick up my sister. And she didn't tell them that I was there too. So the next morning when I got home, they were sitting around the living room with my sister, having a stern talking to. And I had to tell my mother that I was also at the party, and I got an MIP. And I remember my heart beating like you wouldn't believe. It was beating out of my chest. Yeah, but they were gonna find out anyways. And I knew I had to tell them, because I had to do diversion and stuff, get it off my record. But man, I was terrified to tell my mother. She was disappointed, yeah. She wasn't angry, she was just disappointed. One of those kind of things, yeah. She did shed a tear, so it was a lot worse than it could have been. But I was terrified, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Hi everybody, so this is World Speech Day, and we're giving some really awesome speeches. There is a camera right there that we need not blocked. Everybody's fine right now, I'm just letting everybody know. That's it. Chris, you want to be in the round? Okay, so what we're doing is we're celebrating our right to free speech, and why is this off? And you can come up and spin our wheel and find a topic and talk about it. If you talk for a minute, we'll enter you in a raffle, and you can win some cool stuff. If you don't want to verbally say anything, you can write it down and we'll hang it up for you. You can literally talk about anything, and it's a fun time. So come talk, also don't block the camera. You talking?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. This is my favorite coffee pasta in the whole wide world. So does anyone here know the Canadian cartoon Caillou on PBS? Well, this is called I Hate Caillou So Fucking Much. No? It's good, they're fine. Caillou is a despicable, spineless 4-year-old boy who cannot do anything. He can't grow hair, not because he has cancer or progeria, but because he sucks. And even his own body recognizes that he does not deserve hair, or food, or love. He has a baby sister who dominates his life because she is a normal, loving child who does not whine about the slightest fart of the breeze. Caillou's parents love her better because she is a better person.
Someday Caillou will realize this and probably whine while falling face first onto the pavement in front of a Tim Hortons for no reason whatsoever. Maybe he'll die from his injuries. That would be great, especially because Caillou is Canadian and his healthcare in event of catastrophic injury isn't on my tab. Win-win for American parents everywhere, really. There is absolutely no plot whatsoever to any episode of Caillou. The average episode involves Caillou being challenged by something. Dogs, loud noises, the wind, stairs, cats, vegetables, sitting up, taking really big breaths. He fails at all of these and cries before being left by the side of the road by his laughing parents. They drive off, ecstatic and free, as the credits roll and the screen fades on a shivering silhouette of Caillou alone in the wilds of rural Quebec. The show's art also sucks pretty badly. Caillou started out life as a cartoon baby, and when he got bigger, the animators simply gave him longer legs and arms. At his rate of current growth, Caillou will look like a human version of a daddy long legs when he reaches adulthood. Adult faces are frozen and expressionless. This is because it is Canada, which is very cold, and also because the mundane horror of living with Caillou has killed anything human in their souls. Backgrounds are barely fleshed out. The animators hate this show as much as you do, and they want to give it as little effort as possible before returning to making anime pornography and drinking to forget their pain. It's not even that Caillou is bad at things. I have a 4-year-old. They are astonishingly inept at things, but they try, and also randomly excel at things they've never even tried before. They are people, in other words. Caillou is not human. No human has ever given up and cried at every single thing ever attempted and then whined into his parent's sweater. Which parent? Either, any, whoever. It is a Canadian cartoon, so everyone wears a sweater all the time, even when nude. Then there's a link to a clip of Caillou playing baseball before crying and giving up completely. This is actually pretty good effort by Caillou on the Caillou sucks at life and quits curve. Maybe the design of the show was to show 4-year-olds another 4-year-old who would go through many of the same scary things that they would undergo in life. Then they would take that 4-year-old, rob him of all will, skill, and character, and show him failing at being the worst child on the planet. Then the 4-year-old viewer would feel better about everything because at least they weren't Caillou, who even to 4-year-olds is the walking embodiment of failure and everything they will never ever be. This is not an isolated opinion. Every parent I know hates Caillou with a passion usually reserved for cockroaches and Hitler, and with good reason. Children who watch Caillou get whinier after watching the show and becoming more like Caillou, and thus less lovable and more likely to wind up abandoned by their parents on a cold Canadian roadside as bear food. In summary, bullying is no laughing matter unless it is done to Caillou. Caillou is awful, and we should get it off the air as soon as possible and rid this world of his horrible, bald face once and for all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I might need some commentary for this, but something that's been on my mind a lot lately is the new Michael Jackson documentary that recently came out. It's called Leaving Neverland, and it focuses on the two men, well now men, that came forward about being sexually abused and molested by Michael Jackson. For me, it's just like a really weird, uneasy feeling because I have such good memories of Michael Jackson and his music and like how much happiness he brought to like me and my family, that so much so that I'm almost able to like disregard the fact that he's a child molester. And that's a really weird feeling, somebody you look up to so much, but knowing that they're a bad person or they were a bad person. And I don't know if anybody else has, thought about this topic, but for me, it boils down to I'm not going to try and wash away the good memories that I have with his music, and it's not going to keep me from liking his music or listening to it anymore, but it's important for me to remember that he ruined people's lives. And again, a very weird feeling because he only enhanced mine, but like he put a lot of families and people in a really weird position, a bad position, and moral of the story, I think that's really important to remember, that even the best of people, or the people who are perfect in your eyes, are not always. Thanks.
So, I wasn't sure about what to talk about, and I'm just like, what is something people would never think of? And I thought, turtle races. Think about it, it'd be amazing. You make 2 lines, you want one turtle here, one turtle there, and then legit, the anticipation as they slowly make 1 single inch every few minutes. It's just like, oh my gosh, and then all of a sudden, anything can mess it up. Throwing some water there, throwing something to get their attention, maybe just turn them around, see what happens. Turtle racing would be amazing, and yet no one does it. Why is that? It doesn't take much, just 2 turtles, probably just 2, maybe 3 if you want to go a little crazier than normal. Get maybe like some cardboard, put it on each side, block them out, get some tape, mark it all out, and then there you go, racing turtles. The way America should be, racing turtles every day, sunrise to sundown. Best investment you could ever make. Turtle races 2020, here we come.
So they're separated by walls, is that what you're saying?
No, they have a boundary to stop them from going to one part.
That boundary's not stop boundaries. The wall boundary might not stop them. I like this idea. It makes it fair.
Yep. All turtles have the same rights as the other turtles. Every turtle deserves the same rights. Think of TMNT, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they deserve the same rights as regular turtles. 2020, all rights for turtles. 2020, all rights for turtles. Thank you.
Just a really quick thing that I want to say. Do we have this law in Nebraska that forbids whale hunting because of how flooded and underwater the state is now? Did they predict that this was going to happen? Thank you.
What makes you unique, Sarah?
Well, believe it or not, I am unique, even though I'm wearing the same sweater as Momo today. But something that makes me unique is my scarves. But I'm not wearing one today, so that kind of sucks. Sorry, guys. Let you down. But my scarves, I wear them, and they have fruit on them, or animals, or basically whatever. That's what makes me unique. Hey, Linnea, I think you would like to talk. Hey, you could spin the wheel. Come on, Linnea. Do you want to spin the wheel? Or you could spin again.
You can talk about whatever you want.
Cool, cool.
most of you, probably Brendan knows, but most everyone else like doesn't know, but I have a degenerative knee disease. So pretty much at some point I'll be in a wheelchair. So like sometimes I'm limping around campus and people will be like, wow, what's wrong with you? Why are you limping? And if I'm wearing my brace or something, people are like, wow, it's so sad, what's happening to you? But like if I'm not, if I'm just like wandering, normally they're like, please stop milking it. So just a PSA, please do not just assume that people don't have problems going on just because you cannot see them. It's called femoral pain syndrome. So like basically the ligaments in my kneecaps are not there. And so my knee bones rub against each other and basically what happened is I grew too quickly as a child, and so the ligaments pulled apart and broke, and then they dissolved. Yeah, so my bones rub against each other, and at some point, I'm either gonna have to have surgery or like they'll rub away. So, yeah. When I was an athlete, it was super bad. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
I also have a hidden disability. It's not like physical disability, but I was born without enamel on any of my teeth, so I don't have any protective layer. So I get cavities really easy. I've already had to have a root canal and had to have my wisdom teeth out, and I'm gonna have to have veneers on all of my teeth. Otherwise, I won't have teeth anymore. And it's really stupid because insurance doesn't pay for birth defects, and so each tooth is going to be a couple $1,000s, which is shitty since it's a disability, but that's my hidden disability.
If you guys are interested, you can come up here and talk about anything that you really want to. We got post-it notes, you can write something down, just write down your thoughts. We got a wheel you can spin, or we have speeches up here, you can just come talk.
Hello, it's me again.
We have a camera right here.
Something that I just realized, because people were talking about disabilities, I wish there was more general knowledge around sign language and the deaf community, because, fun fact, I was actually born half deaf. My hearing isn't like super shot or anything, it's just some tones I can't hear, and
watch out for the camera.
Some people, they have to speak loud or else I'm not going to be able to tell a goddamn thing that they are saying. And I actually couldn't speak until I was 4, and so I had to use sign language until I was 4. But then I stopped using it after I was able to talk. But I've started relearning it over the past few years. And last semester, I had about a week or two where I had no voice because my throat was very, very warped. I was very sick, and I just had like the worst sore throat. And so I had to communicate in sign language. And I remember there's one day during this that I was walking back to my dorm and I had a pizza, and someone from their window, I couldn't see who it was, but they just kind of jokingly yelled, "Give me the pizza!" And I was like, well, I can't yell, so I decided, no, mine. And immediately after, they said, "Hey, you can't use sign language, I know you heard me." And I was like, bitch, what? And I did end up trying to yell, like, "Listen, my throat is sore, I cannot speak." I don't know if they heard me, but I was pretty salty about that. So yeah, just because we can hear things doesn't mean that we can't use sign language. The end. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
We have a wheel. Hi guys, we're gonna do our drawing now. Oh, okay.
Finally.
Okay, here you go.
Okay. The winner for this drawing is Miguel Belvin.
Miguel?
That was the boy.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
For redrawing.
So it was his 21st birthday. Let's just put it.
Okay, Danielle Barrazo. You here?
Nobody's here.
Okay, that sucks.
Why would you interact?
Is Eric here? Eric Parsons.
Okay, here's another.
Okay. Natasha White. Okay, yay!
I did for the person that said that there wasn't any left. See? I did the person next to
I would too, yeah.
You look super adorable.
Another topic. We should reform all prison laws. We should separate prisons by skill, so people won't basically lose out on improving like economic issues in life. Like we should. Got you. So yeah, we should reform prison laws, and we should separate prisoners by skills. Like if you're good with your hands, you should go to a prison where you're good with your hands.
Sorry.
If you're good with computer, like you a tech or something, you should be able to still do what you're good at and basically help out people in the real world. And then you wait your time to come back out, you know, and to help again. You get what I'm saying? Everybody following kind of what I'm talking about? I'm asking, like, are you guys following what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like my idea, splitting everybody into like different prisons by like your skills, your skill sets. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? To still help.
Like how good they are at crime?
No, how good they are at crime, but basically like you're a
What
computer.
about how good are murderers?
They should work for the government. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be trained assassins. They already trained assassins. They should work for someone. Are meant to kill. But as far as like other people like that are like smart, that's my claim.
Yeah, thanks for participating.
So we've had some really cool speeches. Now we actually have a special guest. His name's Harrison, and he's gonna come talk for a few minutes about bullying. So let's give him a warm welcome.
Hi. I work here. Yeah, I'm a staff.
Speak English. Hello, everybody. My name is Harrison Lane, and I'm going to be talking about some anti-bullying today. So I've just been preparing this speech for the past couple of weeks. So yeah. Ever since I was little, my mom has taught me many lessons. Don't pee with the seat down. Don't track mud into the house. These are all sort of common sense rules. Some lessons I learned on my own, like always keep your mama happy. Because if your mama's happy, everyone's happy. If your daddy ain't happy, nobody cares. But there was one lesson that she told me almost every day, and that is you must treat others how you want to be treated. If you want to go around and treat people awful, then don't think for a second that they will give you any respect. I mean, why would they? If you walk around humble and you treat others with care and the utmost decency, then they will treat you the same. Funny how that works, isn't it? Every day, you make a choice on how you act. You get out of bed and you get to make a choice. Whether you're going to be selfish and ruin someone's day, or be humble and courteous and make someone's day.
Whichever decision you choose, you are impacting someone's life. Think about that. Over 3.2 million students in schools alone are victims of bullying each year. That is completely ridiculous. Schools are supposed to be safe places, a place where kids can go to learn and have fun, not a place that they should be terrified that every time they round a corner, there will be somebody there waiting to ridicule them and make them feel like a nobody. I know how that feels. I've been there. When I was in high school, rumors were always being spread about me. Harrison is a fag. Harrison does drugs. His family is just a bunch of whores. These were comments that felt like bullets hitting my chest every single time they left those people's mouths. So, I responded the only way I knew how. I started yelling back, getting into fights. The principal's office seemed to be my second home during those 4 years. Until one day I realized that those people just don't matter. I know the truth. I know none of what they say about me means anything because the only opinion about me that matters is the one that I believe in. During those years of high school, I never went to the counselor about any of this, but only one time. Not because I was scared, but because I knew they wouldn't understand. When I tried talking to them that one time, they told me, our school doesn't have a bullying problem. I shook my head and said, everywhere you go, there is a bullying problem. Over 160,000 kids stay home from school every day because of bullying. Those kids would rather give up their education and go without seeing their friends because someone has tormented them to the point that they can't handle it anymore. A lot of these kids are too shy and too scared to talk to anyone about it because they are embarrassed. And the others, well, they're like me and know that those people just won't understand. By age 14, less than 30% of boys and 40% of girls will talk to their peers about bullying. 71% of students have reported incidents of bullying as a problem at their school. It's a vicious cycle that won't end or even come near to an end if we don't all work together. Unless, of course, your school doesn't have a bullying problem. Bullying is targeted at people for many different reasons. You're not good enough at sports, you get bullied. You don't quite fit in with everyone else, you get bullied. You're doing something different than society expects and you get bullied. These terrible people think that just because you are different, you can never be as great as them. That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my entire life. How do you measure greatness? Michael Jordan, arguably the best basketball player in the world, was cut from his high school team because the coach told him, you are too short, you will never be able to compete. Is Michael Jordan not great? Walt Disney was fired from the Kansas City Star in 1919 because his editor said he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Is Walt Disney not great? After a performance at Nashville's Grand Ole Opry, Elvis was told by the concert hall manager that he was better off returning to Memphis and being a truck driver. Was Elvis not great? Are none of these people great? What makes someone so great? All these people were rejected but refused to give up. They made lemonade out of lemons and showed the world how tough that they really were. They didn't let anyone stick a finger in their face and tell them they're not great. And what did they do? They turned out to be the greatest of their time. You absolutely cannot let these bullies tear you down, or else you won't reach your full potential. You have got to want to succeed as badly as you want to breathe. Now, this is not going to be easy, standing up for yourself. Standing in front of the mirror every single morning and telling yourself, I am great. I am better than those people. I can do this. It's going to be challenging. Maybe, probably the most difficult thing you'll ever have to do. For a lot of us, we will succeed. But for some, it was just too much. Mackenzie Adams, she was an African-American girl that was an inspired young lady. Only at the age of 9, and she knew already that she wanted to be a scientist. She loved riding her bike, playing PlayStation, and recording funny home videos that her and her family could laugh at for hours. Instead of planning to gather Mackenzie and her cousins for Christmas, that little girl's family was preparing to bury her after she hung herself at their home in Linden, Alabama on December 3rd, 2018. She had been bullied so severely that she would have rather taken her own life. This young girl had told teachers and the assistant principal that she was being harassed racially because she was friends with a white boy. Getting told things like, kill yourself, just die. When I was 9, I couldn't decide if I wanted to watch cartoons or play with my toys first. And this little girl was being tormented so much that she thought it was better to take her own life than continue this terrible beaten path. Mackenzie Adams had a life to live, and now her family and friends must suffer and mourn this little girl. Just because nobody would listen to her. Every child should have a voice. No matter how big, no matter how small the situation may be, every child needs a voice. Roger Esquivel was talking to his mother on the phone moments before he committed suicide last December. He said, "I cannot take it any longer." Roger couldn't take the bullying, the name-calling, physical abuse any longer. He had had enough. What about Ryan Halligan, Megan Meyer, Brody Panlock, Tyler Long, Phoebe Prince, Jamie Hubley? All of these innocent kids are victims of suicide due to bullying, none of which were older than the age of 19. I would appreciate if everyone would please bow their heads for a moment of silence for these victims. All these poor children are gone, but they're never forgotten. Their mourning families will forever be broken inside because of these events. And how did this happen? Because bullies don't realize the power of their words. Everyone is weak in their own way. If you apply 1,000 pounds of pressure to any structure, it will eventually break. It will take time, but eventually it will snap. "Oh, but I was just joking. I didn't mean that." Come on, man, take a joke. Bullies may think it's funny, but it's devastating for everyone involved, and it's never, ever funny. Life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to the ground and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it isn't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. This is a quote by Rocky Balboa that I find very motivating. Life is just a huge fist that is always punching you in the face. Whenever you think you have won, it will knock you back down and it will force you to continue to fight and to keep on pushing. Bullying gives people depression, anxiety, self-consciousness. All these things can come from a few simple, hurtful words, and trust me, those things will always follow you around, like a big shadow. But it is up to us as a group and individually to try and change that. Whether it's from a simple smile in the hallway to helping stand up for your fellow peers when you see them being knocked down, you can help bring them back up. You can help bring happiness back into their life. When I was in middle school and high school, I got bullied a lot for dumb things. People said I was too fat, that I was too dumb, that I didn't quite fit in with the cool kids because I wasn't friends with them. As I grew older, I got bullied because I wasn't drinking, because I wasn't doing drugs, or the things everyone else was doing. I was always pretty good at turning away against the peer pressure and never giving in to those dumb comments. But what helped a lot was I had my family by my side, telling me every day that I was special, that I didn't need those worthless people in my life that were always trying to knock me down. Even though I had my family there, times still tended to get rough. I thought I needed to do those things to fit in, and friends that I thought were always going to be there for me left because their social status was more important than our friendship status. But one person I could always count on was my best friend. He was my grandpa. Man, he was something. Every summer, he would come and visit me all the way from Arizona and stay the summer in his camper, even after my grandma passed away. I remember specific times that I would come home from a baseball game or school and I was discouraged because the other kids were making fun of me, telling me I wasn't good enough, saying I wouldn't be able to compete against them. They would tell me I'd be more used sitting on the bleachers than standing on the field. They would make fun of my family because they knew that really irritated me. Talking about my sisters, me, it drove me insane. A lot of times I just wanted to hit them, and sometimes I did, but I knew that wouldn't always solve the issue. I would talk to my grandpa tons about this stuff, and he would always know what to say. He was truly my best friend. He would grab me by my shoulder and say, "You know, son, you are one of the hardest working people that I know, and you deserve the world. But you don't want anyone to give it to you, you want to earn it. You have so much ahead of you, don't let these useless comments drag you down. Sure, you want to punch and hurt these people the way that they have hurt you, but you can't. You know why? Because that is exactly what they want. Responding immaturely in that situation is easy. Holding back and ignoring them is hard. It's all about who you want to be. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy. If it weren't for those words, I wouldn't have made it through school. I would have collapsed under that 1,000 pounds of pressure a long time ago, and I honestly don't know where I would be today if I hadn't had him and those people in my life motivating me every single step of the way. My grandpa was my best friend and the wisest man I had ever known. I was so ready for my children and my children's children to grow up with him because everyone deserves to have a grandpa like him in their life. 3 years ago, my grandpa was diagnosed with rectal cancer. He fought with every ounce of his strength. 2 years ago, my grandpa died from cancer. Before my grandpa passed away, he told me something I'll never forget. He said to me, "I've done my best to teach you what I know. Now it's your turn to show everyone else. Show them who you are and show them what you can do." Those are words I won't forget as long as I live. Those are words I will go by every time I feel myself starting to get sad or depressed. I will remember that saying and the man who told it to me. Every time somebody tells me I can't do something or that I'm not good enough, every time, and you should too. Whenever you see someone getting bullied or even someone that is simply just not happy, tell them how great they are. Tell them they can do anything they set their mind to. Tell them exactly what you would want to be told if your head was hanging low and you were not motivated at all to raise it up again. Tell them. Tell them all. We are all human. Each and every one of us is different in our own way, and that is an amazing thing. We all have our own qualities about each other that make us who we are, so why should we let anyone tell us that we are not good enough, or great enough, or deserving enough? Why? He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. Bullies target people who they want to take their anger out on, or make them feel better. The sooner we all realize that this is true, the sooner we can move on. The sooner we can be happy again. Everybody is special. Everyone is here for a reason, whether that is to cure cancer, be a doctor, a police officer, fight in the military, be a teacher, whatever it may be, they're all equally important. Nobody is a waste of space or time. Nobody is worth more than the next person. We all have value. It's just a matter of whether you believe that or not. Whether or not you can look yourself in the mirror every morning after you get up and tell yourself, "I am great. I'm going to conquer today, and I will absolutely not let anyone get in my way. I have a purpose. I am me, and nobody can and nobody will tell me any different." Every day you get out of bed. Every day you get to make a choice. You get to be the reason someone frowns with sorrow or the reason someone smiles with rejoice. We all have a responsibility, so get up. Don't pee with the seat down. Don't track mud into the house. Always make your mama happy, and always treat others how you want to be treated. And never forget who you really are. Thank you.
That was beautifully written and said. Thank you, Harrison. Okay, once again, it's World Speech Day. We're here till 2. I don't know what time it is. It's 1:30? It's 1:18. We're here till 2. You can come up and spin the wheel, pick a topic, and speak. I wouldn't want to follow that. That was crazy. That was great. Are you going to do it? This is Lisa, everybody.
I'm short and I hope you can see me.